It's Fate time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Figma number 132. It's Irisviel von Einzbern from Fate Zero, the anime. We got another one of the Fate line, and this is the last one of the old ones. I had Chiro, I had Rin, and now Irisviel, which I all got together. And you know, I'm always looking for some more Fate, but let's focus on this figure at hand. I was actually recommended this one by a lot of people to review it, and you know, I'm down. I like the pink hair. The design, it is somewhat plain, but it looks cool. It's the boots and everything, and she has the bird, so I want to know, I want to see what this figure is all about. So I am definitely getting a Rider vibe from this figure, and I don't know if this was intentional or not. I kind of read up a little bit of bio on the figure, and it doesn't mention anything about that. So let's have, first and foremost, a look at the size. She stands at 13.5 centimeters to the top of her head, which means we're going up to 5.5 inches tall. Overall detail, face sculpt of the figure is very nicely done. You got the red eyes, you got the pink hair, as mentioned. It's basically Rider. What is going on? The mouth is a straight up black line, and the nose, it's just kind of like a stubby nose molded in it. It looks nice. You got the ears on the side, and the entire hair mold is nicely flowing in the back. There's a lot of detail in it with all the strains that go down. Also, the ones on her shoulder are completely soft plastic. It's really some more regular, a little bit of royal clothing. I don't know. It's not to stand out, but we got like dark red, which I dig, and you got the ribbon in the front with a cross symbol on it. Let me zoom in on that real quick, give you a nice overlook. There seems to be also a little kind of golden knob, well, kind of reddish in the middle of it. And as we go down to the dress, to the skirt, which is in white, just a little bit of a pink hue also going on with it. As we go down to the pantsu, it's pantsu time, and it's actually not really pantsu, it's more like the pantyhose that goes up, and we still have some skin under that. So I love this attention to detail, by the way, always by Figma, to do the skin under that and to paint that, so it looks natural. And she got them big boots, long boots with the gray line, which is properly painted. Well, that's actually the zipper because it's molded in there. You have some mold going down, and overall, yeah, it looks nice. Can't really see a fault in the paint job. And we go down to her feet with the heels on it. So yeah, that looks good. The ball joints are straight up white, while there's a little bit more of a grayish hue to the boots, so that's standing out a little bit. Also with the shiny ball joints in the arms, but that's not really an issue to me. And all this detail, also kind of like the frizzy tips, and then her hair falls off, so that's not cool. So for the articulation, it's really basic. The head is on a ball hinge, goes back and forth. It's obviously limited by the hair, does tilt side to side, and it would go all the way around, but again, the hair is getting in the way. What I recommend is, if you want to get it in some more poses, you can always pull the head out. This is something I don't really mention, but obviously just packed in, so you can kind of rotate it and then try to get it back down. So you get some more posing with that. Then we got the double ball combination in the shoulder, which is still kind of limited. I feel like it's somewhat blocked, even though the shoulder, the dress of the shoulder part is soft plastic. And let me just get that down. Actually, if it keeps falling down, just let it down. But yeah, this is soft plastic, double ball combination, rotated around, have a hinge in the shoulder itself, goes up over 45 degrees. Now it's disconnecting, so, well, I guess we stop at 45 degrees. Then we have simple hinge in the elbow, and the fist is just on another hinge that's packed in, so that goes back, forth, and you have some rotation in it. Now the torso articulation, there's nothing in the chest, as you can tell, as the head goes off. Wow, disconnecting, but nothing in the torso at all. Well, I mean, there's this weird joint they kind of do, where the entire torso piece over here is soft plastic, but you kind of have somewhat of a hinge in the back, but it's not really doing anything. I mean, I've had this recently a lot. You can move it forward, but as soon as you let go, it goes back. So it's not really accomplishing anything. anything. So let's focus on the articulation on the lower part. You can move the hips around, side to side, rotate it all the way around. This is also soft plastic, by the way. And it does go forward, it does go to the back. Let me see that. Yeah, actually very nice. Then for the leg articulation, it's kind of limited, weirdly. It does go out to the side, but not a lot. It does go forward, but not a lot. And does go to the back. A lot more than usually, so that's weird. Also has some rotation in it, and the boots, for whatever reason, do not rotate. Also, there's a little bit of paint bleeding. I talked about the paint earlier, but just a tiny bit. I just looked at it when I moved it around, and I was like, yeah, some, not really a deal breaker. Simple hinge in the knee, and the foot is on another ball hinge, forward, back. Rotation goes, well, almost all the way around. I wouldn't force the ball joints too much. It does work, but again, I had some stuff breaking off, so I'm careful. Goes in and also tilts to the side with the rotation. And if you want more, just pull it out. This is the pull out episode. But yeah, anyway, articulation, it is basic, but it's functional. So for the accessories, generally like the articulation, it's kind of basic, but it has some stuff to it. We got the open hands for holding stuff, even though she doesn't really have anything to hold or posing. And then you got complete open hands, and then the kind of slapping hands or waving hands or whatever you want to call it. And then for the faces, you got the open eyes and the closed eyes, kind of angry look to the side. Very nicely done. I really dig the faces. She has some good faces. We got an eagle, which is completely see-through, kind of like a blue plastic thing going on, and has some more detail in it. Very nicely molded. It looks cool. I mean, those are the accessories we're really looking for. The special stuff that you're not getting with anything else. And your eagle actually has a hole in the butt, lol. And we have this arm which you can connect to the regular Figma base, and then you connect the eagle to it. Or you just connect the eagle to the Figma base directly. You can also do that. Kind of move that on there, and I'm not really doing it right now. And then you got the Figma base and Figma back, which is somewhere here around. This is always with there, and that's it. So, final thoughts on Irisviel von Einzbern. I dig this figure. I really dig this figure. The design, it is plain. It is not the most interesting in the world, but I dig it. And that's the thing. To me personally, I like this figure, but as I was saying, she's super basic in terms of design and articulation. So if you're not digging this design, then this is an easy skip for you. It's also from Fate Zero. I mean, Fate Zero didn't really get that many figures. That's not saying the anime wasn't great, so kudos to that. But yeah, overall, as I'm saying, great figure. I like it. If you like design, go get it. If you don't like the design, skip it. And yeah, unless you really want, if you don't like the design and you really want an eagle, go look for the eagle. I think the eagle's pretty cool, even though it's not articulated. But regardless of that, that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Irisviel von Einzbern wants.